Good evening, folks. No, my microphone's not ready. That's been moving into position. Oh dear. Sorry about that. Try again. Good evening, folks. How you doing? For some bizarre reason, I couldn't log into YouTube. Don't know what was happening. Very strange. Kept saying problem logging you into YouTube. It's nice of them to pinpoint the issue. I could tell what the problem was. Reset my computer and had to put my password in again and mess around. But here I am, so it worked. Just to clean my glasses, bear with me. Now my mother is on the way home with the shopping from the local supermarket, so I'm thinking, what's the point of even starting the session until she comes and screams at me to grab the bags? So we'll spend the first 5 minutes just having a chin wag. That's if she remembers her PIN number of her card, because she rung me. Do you know my card PIN number? No, it's your card. I can't remember it and I need to pay for the shopping. Well, what do you want me to do about it? Come down to the shops and pay with my card? I'm gonna have to put the shopping back. Where's my music gone? Where's my music? Now I did have some issues with the music in the last session. The first 2 sessions there was no issues with the music, which I thought was kind of strange considering they were playing Beethoven and all the other kind of stuff we were playing. But the last session there was some issues with it. So I'll give it one more try today, and if I have issues with it, then we may have to cut the music. Right, just clean my glasses. These are the kind of things I should really do before the session starts, but you know what? To hell with it. Alright, there we go, I can see now. Dear God, man! Cut the music, are you a barbarian? I'm sorry, I know. Right, welcome. I'm now ready. I'm ready to go. Right, have I played any of the Warcraft games? Not the single-player affairs. I've played World of Warcraft, if that counts. Played that for about 2.5 years. I stopped playing when Wrath of the Lich King came out. The game started to change a little bit round about there for me. Lost its kind of charm. It became too much of a grind fest. Hello, Charlene. Alpha Brother. I'm seeing lots of new names here. Maybe you've been before, and I've seen your names before, but I've not seen you regularly. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Time for a good baton to the thigh. I know you're not you, Alpha Brother. I know you're not you. I know. I said I didn't recognise you. It's just that you're not one of the regulars, if you want to call it that. But it's nice to see you. It's very nice. You're here for the police brutality, I take it. Well, who doesn't like a bit of police brutality? Right, we're going to crack on now because I can't wait all day for my mother to come back. As soon as I hit start, she's going to come. I'm telling you now. But we shall continue onwards. It's been a while since the last session, so I'm going to have to get up to speed with what's going on. Oh yes, I remember the hearse crashing and killing people. Yes. How ironic. A hearse crashes into an ambulance and there are no survivors. At least you've got your carriage on scene. Increase to the price of alcohol. The Sands versus Vargas war is still going on. And Percy and Vandal apparently got food poisoning. And our newly semi-competent Percy, who we have invested time and money into getting him qualifications, has come down with food poisoning. Is this a real situation or is this a phony? 2 officers have got... I mean, where have you got this from? I shall have to have a word with the canteen people, although technically speaking there's no canteens anymore. 2 officers out for 5 days. that's not good. We're going to have to transfer maybe one officer from another team to cover Shift A in the interim. And apparently the rather unfortunately named Flagella has called in to work because she's too tired. I mean, given her age, I can appreciate that tiredness is a regular thing. But no, I am a slave driver, but she only has 2 blobs of energy. Okay. Let her home. We can't have any liabilities on the team. And look, Mr. Loverman, Shabba Ranks, is apparently trying to tend to his cat that's got some kind of food poisoning as well. I wonder if Percy and Van Daal had some of Lover's cream. Oh dear, that's rather unfortunate play on words, isn't it? You can't have the day. No, you can't have the day off. Sorry. What's going on here? My kid's been causing trouble again, and they called me to school. No. No. Look, they're not happy though, you see. This is probably not energy. This is probably... Motorola, that's him. Hello, Moto. No. Sorry, your wife will have to do it. We've got people down with food poisoning and you want to go and see to your kids at school? I mean, what the hell's wrong with you? Priorities, man. Anyway, let's refresh ourselves of the team here. We have the old hands, who are becoming much less in number. Birchie, the man that's flown through the ranks, led the team for a short while as a temporary stand-in sergeant. And Robbins, one half of the dynamic duo, with Bucky, who replaced the original part of the dynamic duo, whose name escapes me. But now we've got loads of new people to the team. Oh, Samadhi as well, the person that can't chase kids with trainers on. But we've got John Cheneau, the cheap imitation, who actually has got 2 chevrons. He doesn't know anything though, apparently. We've got Mr. Loverman, who's yet to prove himself, but there's something wrong with his cream. We've got Mr. Motorola. That was my very bad impression there of an accent. And we have Officer Vella, who is, well, what can you say about him? New to the team, about to strut his stuff. Just going to get the shopping. Do. Right. My job is done. My job is done. Okay. For now, at least, anyway. Right, shall we get cracking? Got a busy day ahead of us. Got lots of crime to fight, people to... So we're going to keep an eye on Vela. We're going to keep an eye on Officer Vela. I mean, he looks, no disrespect to the man, but this is something that could well be is well a real life thing. Look how good he is. Look how professional he is. Look how many chevrons he's got. But then, what do you notice about him, people? Come on, tell me. What do you notice about him that may rub a few people up the wrong way? Come on. Give it to me, come on. What is it about him that might rub a few people up the wrong way? Ah, he looks like he's just come out of bloody flipping school, doesn't he? So you get a really professional senior officer who looks about 12. You know, some of these old hands like Officer Robbins maybe Sir Maddie, who's a bit battle-hardened, has been in the job for a while, get some young snot-nosed punk who's shot through the ranks, barely had his nappies off, telling him what to do. Real-life phenomena. Causes a lot of issues with certain people. I'm not having that young snot-nosed punk tell me what to do. I don't care how many stripes he's got. But yeah. So how did he get to this level of expertise? Who knows? But we're going to see him in action. Rich parents. Right. We'll try it one more stream. We'll try the music. But if it's another issue, if we get more problems with it, we might have to cull it. But we'll start from here and we'll just work our way down methodically, in order. Because I can never remember what I've played. So we'll start with Late Hour Jazz Band. Nice, like it. Let's just check our investigations before we do anything else as well, because, you know, it's been a while. Have we not got enough frames for this? Got like 9 frames? What's going on? Right, people who are in the better know than me, I think we got some more frames at the end of the last session, or did we? And I said I'd pick this up when we start the new session. Kind of remember that. It is a vague inkling of a memory. Not enough. Okay, not enough apparently. So, if that's the case, we need some more officers on the case. Missing 1 frame. So good old Flagella, who's at home, bit dizzy spells. Given her age, dizzy spells is a very serious matter. We're going to bring forth... we've got good old Beasley, who's a hard, tireless worker. Not too unhappy with not being the lead. Happy to give people their chance. We're going to bring in Officer Soap, just to support in the meantime. The homicide. We're going to bring in Officer Moser, as well as Yessel, 2 experienced investigators, detectives, to crack the homicide, see how much further they get. We've cracked a couple of gangs. It's all been very good, very efficient. Right, see how this team gets on, the A shift.
211 in progress.
Vandalism at the monument.
411 in progress.
Suicide at the tower. Okay, we'll start with the suicide. Priorities. Threat to life, bit of damage to a property. Threat to life more important. Right. Atticus Tower. A teenage girl slipped past the skyscraper guards and found her way onto the roof. She's now standing on the edge. A guard called the police and said that he was afraid to approach the girl. He could tell that the girl is serious. Okay, so the girl didn't call the police. That's a big thing. Someone wants to kill himself that rings the police, probably not going to do it. Somebody's going to go and do it, and somebody else rings the police, take it a bit more seriously. So, we know how Sir Maddie's down with the kids. And we know how also Birchie's down with the kids. Might offer her a cigarette before she jumps off. So Birchie and Sir Maddie, two of the old timers of the shift, headed out to deal with this teenager. Birchie, now's your chance to prove that it wasn't just a not one-off, but he's done it twice now with his gift of the gab. See if he's picked up PC Platonic's
411.
skills when it comes to all things talk. Right, vandalism at the monument. One officer, a one-man job. An elderly woman has reported that children wearing hoodies have painted rude words on a nearby monument. That's not good. That is not good at all. Let's send... we're not going to send the boss in on his own, are we? We're going to send in... let's send in... Can't send in somebody too low either on his own. Yeah. Motorola. Get yourself in. Just give us a call if it gets too much. Terrible. Terrible. Terrible, I know. Sorry. Right, we've got suicide threat on the bridge. Did we not? Oh, no, what is it? Is it National Suicide Day today? What's going on? A trucker saw a teenage boy climb over the safety fence in the middle of the bridge. The driver stopped and tried to talk to the boy, but the boy became hysterical, screaming, "No, come any closer or I'll jump!" Right, this is a job for the boss man. Can't have kids jumping off bridges. So, let's see how that goes.
411. 211.
Two reports. Offender caught. It's not an offender. It's a person that's got some sort of issues. She was trying to kill herself. Offender. It's a bit harsh. But anyway, we got her away from the window. Birchie, using his regular charm, you know, just told her straight. Do you want to end up splattered on the floor like a pizza? I didn't think so. Come here, you stupid girl. And she listened. It's a good job that somebody didn't have to chase her, that's what I can say. Reports of vandalism sorted. Mr. Motorola has no such problems catching teenagers. I mean, given his figure, he looks a bit on the portlier side, but apparently, you know, a well-placed foot to trip them over stops them in their tracks. How's the labour market? What do you mean, how's the labour? I've got a team of fine officers here. What do I need with labour markets? Let's just check. We've got a detective slot spare. Ah. But nobody suitable. Could we ask City Hall for some stuff? 3 days. 3 days for that one. Okay, what we got here? We've got a hit and run at the city centre. Wait for the people to come back. Come to me, come to me, come to me. Come on, you slowpokes. Come to me, come to me, come to me. 3 seconds, okay. Hit and run in the city centre. A pedestrian said that he saw a dark pickup careen onto the sidewalk and hit 2 teenage skateboarders. He didn't even slow down, just smeared those poor kids and kept driving straight ahead. The drunk freak. Drunk driver, no good. Could be violent as well. Bit irrational, splattered 2 kids on skateboards, although some may argue, is that a bad thing? They were probably hooded youths anyway. But no, we shouldn't prejudge. So sending the dynamic duo doesn't need any more than that. Just the 2 should be sufficient to deal with a drunk driver, hopefully. What else we got? We got an animal assault. That sounds rather ominous. Oh.
Trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Hotspot.
Well, you know, drunk driver, situation's a bit worse than we thought. A bit worse. Can we have assistance, please? Can we have something in one more? This doesn't seem like a too serious job. But imagine if they're calling for backup. These 2 are no shrinking violets. Something must have gone wrong. But we've got another 2 jobs on the box, so we can't afford to send too many. What have you done? We'll send Officer Chanel. Right, animal assault. I'm intrigued. Hello, Crazy Canuck. Welcome. We received a rambling call from a man who claims that he returned home from work to find a huge cat sitting on his doorstep, crouching and ready to attack. What? What? Come on, it's a hoax call. I'm not even sending anybody to that rubbish. Fleet Street, crime in progress. Oh, this looks like a disorderly conduct. Pensioner looked out of her window and saw a crowd of naked people running through the streets. She didn't know what to think and called her neighbour, who had also witnessed the outrageous spectacle. The women together, called the police and demanded an immediate explanation. Okay. I mean, this sounds quite false as well. They say false, but, you know, not quite what it seems. But, you know, naked people running through the street, they're obviously not going to be up to no good. Come on, how many naked people attacks have you heard of? I mean, I'm struggling to think where I've seen a group of naked people go on a rampage with baseball bats. Doesn't ring a bell with me. So we've got 4 officers here, but we've got another job that needs attending, and there's nobody coming back immediately either. We're leaving that, actually. Forget that. We're leaving that. Right, we're going to send... We'll send Vela, and we'll send just 2 more. Going to send Mr. Loverman, and we'll send Iowa. We'll send Motorola as well. We'll leave Birch and Samadhi because, you know, they've worked together on the shift already. They've done well. We'll keep them together for now. Off you go, naked people. Deal with them.
413.
So a suicide threat. The boss went. The boss talked this boy down. You know, took out his little. We were in the 80s, aren't we? What was a toy in the 80s? I was an 80s child as well. Etch-a-sketch. He took out his Etch-a-sketch. Here we go. Look, I've got one in my car. You see, because I'm just fresh out of school myself. You know what I mean? Ooh, here we go. Oh look, a horse. And the kid came off the bridge, amazed by the Etch-a-sketch artwork of the local police officers. Of Catasaurus. Of course, it was a false alarm. Goodness me. Can you not make it any more obvious? Hit and run. Should be job done. Yes, the Johnny Wick duo just wanted an extra pair of hands, just to get hands on with this guy. He was very drunk, heavily drunk. His car had mounted and hit a lamppost, and he was kind of slouched over the wheel, frothing at the mouth, heavily intoxicated. The police officers, you know, opened the door, tried to grab him, kicking off a bit, but you know, just played it cautiously, asked for the reinforcements, and managed to drag him out rather unceremoniously. Pants actually caught on the handbrake and ripped him down, caused a right spectacle as his bits were swinging in the wind. But there you go, you see? Never be drunk at the wheel for fear of causing an embarrassment to yourself, as well as knocking skateboarders over, of course. Disorderly conduct. Naked people, you say? I don't know what they were doing. But apparently they were doing something wrong. Public indecency, I'm sure, at the very least. But yes, they all grabbed a handful and put them in the car, and off they went, back to the police station. Covered with blankets, of course. You've got to protect their dignity, surely. So we'll have the stop-start session today. Do 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 da. Do do do. Okie dokie. I have my starter. I'm having 2 courses today for dinner. First course, garlic bread with homemade pate. I say very nice. I haven't tasted it yet. Just about to. Bear with me. I'll give you the verdict. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, let's carry on with the shift whilst eating pate. Oh, somebody mentioned a Sam's job. Oh, 3 officers required. Now, who were my Sands officers on this shift? I think half of them have gone. So, we'll take Snow. We'll take Mr. Lover Lover. And I think Samadhi's going to have to go as well. Didn't even read what it was. This damn saga has been going on for far too long that I think the old chief is past caring. Ring ring, yes, Mr. I need help. I don't care what it is. How many do you need? 3, please. That'll do. Thank you. Bye. Another 3. Jesus, wet. I'll give it some time. We can afford to miss a couple of these Sam's jobs. Right, we've got destruction of property, unlawful assembly. Holy cow! I'm sorry, we've got an unlawful assembly here. So Birch is going to go on his own to this job, and then to the unlawful assembly. We've got a whole lot of other people coming back just about now. A whole lot of other people coming back. There we go. So unlawful assembly. People wearing white caps have gathered outside the city hall demanding a return to the good old days of segregation and slavery. White is right. A name for shift day. Definitely. Oh, it's all male. So that was the plan, wasn't it? We had the angels. What was his call? But whose angels was it now? Whose angels was it? Clancy's angels? Yancey's angels. There we go. Yancey's angels. And now we've got the team of male officers. Facing off against which team is more efficient? Oh, it's the men, it's the women. Oh, anyway, this is apparently a racist incident. So we'll send the head honcho, barely out of his pampers. We'll send Robbins. We'll send Motorola, and we'll send Samadhi. Nice ethnic mix there. And we'll send the SWAT team as well. And the van. We're near the end of the shift, so yeah, put that in your pipe and smoke it, you white cap wearing, white is right protesting idiots. Homicide reports, we've got 3 new frames. And theft report, we've got that last frame. Let's open the investigation, shall we? Because we all know how I love a good investigation, you know? It'll take me half an hour. Okay. Get some more pate for this little jobby. Okay. Vela means candle in Spanish. Maybe that could be his nickname. So I suspect the student, Aaron Jones, has come to the hospital several times in a state of confusion with red searching eyes, dragging his huge backpack with him. It never occurred to me that he might be an addict. Went for lunch at 1. A couple of minutes later the lights went out. I shut the door behind me. I remember that I bumped into the janitor's cart. Mr. Jones, the student. I was in the bathroom when the lights went out. The only thing I saw is what you normally see when you're sitting in the toilet. Oh, and then a janitor came into the restroom with his cart. I heard him emptying the bin. Then the lights came on, and I went to the head physician's office for a signature, but he wasn't there. Yes, I have keys to the pharmacy. I washed the floors there just like everyone else, but I don't have access to the electrical panel. Only my superiors have those keys. And here's another mystery. What happened to my garbage bags? Someone took them out of my truck, and I can't find them anywhere. And the surveillance camera. The last frame before the film cuts out shows the janitor going down the corridor, his cart standing near the door in the hospital pharmacy. Time code 1300. So I went for lunch at 1. Okay, so pharmacy shuts. The pharmacy shuts, apparently. And then it's either the doctor or the janitor. Oh, there's a kid there. Yeah, there's only enough frames for the doctor, isn't there? You're right. So who's the doctor? He wasn't there. Right. Bags. What the hell is that side? Loot. Leaves with bags. Loads his bags. Looks for some stuff. Locks the door. Can't get in it, so does that instead. Right, let's get these in the right order here. There we go. You see that? That's the light switch, you see. Lights out. Looking for his stuff. Open door. Take the drugs. Put in bag. Gone. Right. Head physician. Colin Marcus. Suspect. Theft. Very bad. So we can't go today because the head honcho isn't here. So we'll wait till tomorrow. We've only just caught him. Closing the shift down very shortly.
212 complete.
Destruction of property. Birch Jr. He can fly solo now. Who would have thought it all those weeks ago, 4 weeks ago to be precise, that he would be an officer that could handle tasks without the aid of others. Single-handedly rocks in, destruction of property, rocks out.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Soft Spot.
More people required? No worries. Bucky? John? Crack on. The cheek of them, they had guns? How dare you? A job well done. Vela led the lines. As you can quite clearly see, he is a competent officer. He called for assistance. Now, is that a thing? Is he going to be a little bit nervous about things? Ooh, assistance every time, maybe. Who knows? We'll see. But, went smoothly. Wasn't ringing up the chief asking for advice. You know, he had it all under control. Didn't bother me with any of his concerns. Wrapped it up, led the troops, in the van, done. Yeah. One of those book smart kind of guys where everything's done by the book to the letter. Well, let me just see. Well, it says in this book here, it says in the old law guidance manual that you've got to do this in this situation, you've got to do this in this situation. When the people on the ground that have done it for a while say, you just do it, man, you know what to do, you don't just look at your bloody books. But you do. You see, these books have been written by people who know nothing, to be quite honest with you. These books written by people that haven't done the job. What do they know? You and your bloody books. Some say being a police officer is all about, you know, experience and having that bit of nous. And you can't teach that, some would say. No matter how many books you study, if you haven't got that, just got that little thing, then you ain't got it, you know? Oh, before I put my mouth full of more garlic bread, apparently Vickers Varga has been defeated. And his army of street punks and thugs has been broken. No one knows what happened to Vickers himself, but it doesn't matter now. He'll never show his face in this city again. Yeah. Take your oranges with you, buddy. Smelling up my porch. Like a bloody perfumery. No. Who's nicked the toilets? Look at this fine shift of officers. Look at them. So let's go through. This is their first shift of the day. Of course, we've got the leader. Now that Kochi's gone to meditate with some Tibetan monk, you know, left them high and dry. It was Kochi, wasn't it? Where did Kochi go? Was that her? Or was that PC Platonic? No, Kochi went because of that bamboo advert, that toilet paper advert, wasn't it? Or that yeah. She was cast. She was cast in a commercial with an Oriental theme, and off she swanned. Went for the old glitz and glamour route, leaving good old Purdy in charge. So Yancey, who actually is secretly in charge because, you know, it's his angels after all. Then we've got Spain, quiet as a mouse. Spain goes about her duty very quietly, very shrewdly. I don't think she's ever failed a job. Just sliding in under the radar. She reminds me of, what was she called in Police Academy? That really small one. I don't know, I've not seen them for years, but that really little small one in Police Academy. Officer Asano, the apprentice, she's been to the book place, she's learnt from Kochi, she's learnt from Purdy. So she's quite an all-rounded officer. She's got the book smarts, the rough and tumble, and the experience on the street. Fontenot, we moved her up here because she was kind of like Spain. I thought they looked quite similar. Could be sisters, could be half-sister. Could be. Officer Austin. You always get one that you just... Who are you? How long have you been here? Oh, from the start. Oh, right. Oh, you've just been quiet as a mouse. Millsap. Oh, soppy sappy. Soppy sappy. Look at her, bless her. She doesn't like confrontation. As much as Purdy's trying to, you know, beef her up a bit and drag her to all the brutal jobs, she just doesn't like it very much. Kochi did try to shield her, but now Kochi's gone. So God help Millsap, because I think Purdy's gonna blood her in big style now. Officer Grant, who was the officer for the mafia jobs, she hasn't had a chance to shine really because she's been doing the Sans dirty work for a while. Lippy Lazy Lippy the Lazy. We're going to kick her ass as well. I don't know if you've noticed, people, but Purdy takes no prisoners. And having a lazy person on the team, not going to sit well with her. Oh yeah, if anyone's going to crack the old whip, Purdy will be doing that. And Officer Mixon, who's rocked up and I don't know anything about her. Fresh off the labour market, I assume. We'll see how she shines. 4 people on the old detective roster, looking fine and dandy. Let's see what today brings. Right, our second song of the day is going to be Snag It by Len Bernard. Do do do. Da 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 da. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
113A in progress.
My only concern is that the lead officer isn't marvellous, so I think Purdy's going to want a little bit. Which is not a job for a sappy one, I don't think. I mean, he's a doctor though. We'll just go for a bit of experience, just a bit. We'll take the apprentice. Attempted carjacking. Now we know the last carjacking that Yancey went to. I think it was a carjacking in the parking lot. We know what happened there. But you must, when you fall off the old horse or you fall off the bike, you've got to get back on again. Come on, Yancey, you can do it. Take one of your angels with you. And, you know, they're all stepping forward. Yes, I'll go to it. I'll come with you, Yancey. I'll come. Come on, Yancey, take me. No, he says. No. I'm going on my own to this. I need to do this. I need to do this. He's off on his own. This could be the job that just gets him completely back on his feet here. Police Academy. Percy! Passed all his exams. He's got 2 stripes. You know... Oh! You know what that means, folks. You know what that means, my friends. He's the highest ranking officer on the team. Oh, gosh! Purdy, when she comes back from her job, boof, 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 on the chief's door. What, something the matter, Purdy? Face like thunder. I want to go to school. Really now? Can you read? Right, he's actually calling for assistance here. So, Sappy? No, not Sappy, wrong person. We don't want to traumatise him anymore. We'll send Spain. Spain, calm in the crisis, quietly goes about her business, never failed a job. And we'll send one more just to be sure. We'll send her twin sister. Well, we'll send her half sister, Fontenot. Yeah, the terrible twins. Send them in.
710A in progress.
Hostage situation. Got plenty of time. Right. Wrong place. Damn. Damn. Get him back, get him back, get him back. Carjacking. Fender caught. You know, learned from the last time. Nobody was searching the car blindly. Oh no. In fact, he didn't even wait for messing around here. It could have been a false call. The man could have been changing a flat tyre. All the report was he was fumbling with something and he was a hooded person. Yancey, from behind, blindsided. Poof! Took him out. Not even asking any questions. Thankfully, he was robbing the damn car, but I mean, it could have been very innocent, but you know, could have been innocent. So, but nevertheless, job done. Hit first, ask questions later. I like it, I like it. Let's go again. Some more music. Temptation Blues. Do 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 do. Take me to the hospital.
712 in progress.
Hostage situation. How many people required for this? Woo! We got a busy situation and an abduction as well. Ooh. We're spread a bit thinly here. We're spread a bit thinly. Right. The theft is not time specific, so we'll hold off on the theft for now. Hostage situation, abduction. Anonymous call came in. Hello, I have information about a missing girl named Lisa Pettigrew. I kidnapped her a week ago, but now she's ready to go home. You can find her at the True Colour Hotel, room 1080B. Or 180B, whatever you want to call it. You better hurry if you want to see her alive. Oh. Oh. Is that so? Sounds like it could be a trap situation. Could be a trap. Purdy. Not one for traps. Not one for thinking things through. She knows her own strengths, of course. Sending somebody else to go to deal with this one. Let's get somebody semi-decent to this. Yancey, as second in command, take Asano with you, and take Millsap. Yeah. No, in fact, no. Leave Millsap here. Thanks. What am I saying? Leave Millsap here. Take Officer Grant. No, what am I saying? Forget that. Take the lazy lippy. Get her doing some work. All right. And if you need trouble, report back, yeah? Right, hostage situation. Hostage situation requires 6 and a SWAT. A man with dilated pupils boarded a bus and then pulled out a gun, possibly fake. He's demanding the bus immediately leave for Africa. And now, unless the bus can drive across water, they're going to be struggling a little bit. Sounds like a nutcase, and if there's anybody who's perfect for dealing with nutcases, it's good old Purdy. She can deal with these people very efficiently. Taking Sappy with her, and taking the terrible twins, Fontenot and Spain. And we'll take a SWAT team, just in case. Just in case. Play it safe. Yeah. Took Purdy a while to figure that out. She doesn't like to be undermined by SWAT teams, you know what I mean? Who needs SWAT teams? I'm a one-woman SWAT team. But let's just play it safe. She's now the head of the shift. She's got to take other people's lives into consideration, not just her own. And as she thought, it was a bit overkill. The man was obviously had a screw loose. The gun was fake, and one rugby tackle into the side of the bus put an end to his ramblings. Yes. Once again, Millsap looked on in horror.
Officer on scene. Looks like we have a situation.
We have a situation in the abduction case. Room 180B is located on the top floor of the hotel. A red ball is hanging from the doorknob. The words written on the ball read, "Call the bomb squad." Okay. Yancey went to this job, right? Yancey, Asano, and Lippy went to this job, was it? I think it was. Yancey, of course, with his past experience, is going to be cautious. You know, he's been burnt. He's in charge of this 2 other officers here. So caution is the key for Yancey. Enter the room through the roof, break down the door, get a room key. No. Going through the front door, that ball, the bomb could be on the door. Open the door, poof. So breaking down the door or going for the key to go through the door, no. Instead, we're going to find a little skylight, peer in. In we go. I mean, this is lovely music for a rather dramatic situation, isn't it? Keeps you calm. Inside is a standard motel room, complete with bed, bedside table, telephone and TV. The curtains are drawn and sitting on the bed is a girl strapped with explosives. Red and yellow wires protrude from the bottom. Now, this is quite the dramatic scene. Yancey, second job of the day, thinking to himself, I did a good job today. Clouted a bloody carjacker, came back, sent straight out to this. That's an abduction. It could be just a load of nonsense. Could be a man just trying to, cause a scene. We walk in to a girl strapped with explosives. The situation has just got completely out of control at this point. Hellfire. This definitely calls for some pâté. It's not a decision to take on an empty stomach, folks. Excuse me. Caution.
712 complete.
Oh. That could have been very, very bad.
210 in progress.
What's going on with all these crimes, man? Disorderly conduct, robbery, just trying to get to me theft. At the Octopus Restaurant. Okay. Passerby reported that he saw a motorcyclist pull up to a gas station carrying a gun. He entered the station without removing his helmet. He then heard screams and gunshots. Generally speaking, it doesn't sound awfully good. So, we've got an armed robbery. Come. Disorderly conduct is definitely more Purdy's scene. At the end of a high school reunion party, a naked young man entered the restaurant with an object in his hand, vaguely resembling a gun. He was behaving very erratically, then jumped up on a table and started threatening the restaurant's patrons. Right. We're going to sacrifice any of the support here. Purdy, taking Millsap with her, and one more semi-competent officer would be nice. We'll take a Sarno. So we've got a nice little mix there, you see. We've got Purdy, we've got a Sarno, well-rounded, we've got a little sappy Millsap who can take the witness statements if it comes to the crunch. So off they tootle. Meanwhile, at the gas station in 0 seconds, holy cow, we have an armed robbery. So going from a bomb job now to an armed robbery. It's been a very hectic day for our Yancey. But we're going to take a couple of officers that haven't had a go today. Austin, have you been out today? Don't think so. Grant, have you been out today? Mixon, Match, and Lazy Lippy, get her on the case. So a bit of a random mix, but, keep the hand in. See how Mixon fares. She could do with a bit of work. Let's get that down there. See what the old situation is.
311 feet in progress.
Right, just a little bit more. Christopher Sands, Ice Arena. Why are we still doing this? The hell is this? Oh no, this is just a regular job. Holy cow! Massive fight.
Officer on scene.
Oh Jesus.
We have a situation.
Jesus, this is going to be bad. This is bad. Okay, so this is Purdy. This is Purdy's job. Disorderly conduct. Shouldn't do things in half measures, our Purdy. Megaphone out. Come out, the place is surrounded! Don't make me come in there! You'll be sorry. When the young man spots the police... Was this Purdy's job? Or was this Yancey's job? I'm confused. Armed rob... I can't remember. Is it... Can somebody remember whose job this is? When the young man spots the police, he grabs a woman and puts a gun to her head. He yells something unintelligible and squeezes his hostage's neck. His gun appears to be a toy. So this is Purdy's job. You think that stupid toy's gonna fool me? You stupid boy! Pounces on him. Millsap, pick the evidence up. As she's dragging him by his ear, kicking and screaming. Bloody Toys R Us job. What the hell's this all about? Bloody toy guns holding people. Do you think this is a game? There's a bloody serious fight going on down the road and you're trying to bloody waste police resources on your bloody stupid mock-ups here? Oh, gas station robbery. Officers unharmed. Very good. We like it, we like it. Mixon getting her first success. Well done, team. Rush back, please. We've got a big fight. Big fight. Purdy's racing back to the nick. She's racing back to the nick. She hears the chief calls her. There's a big fight. It's a big fight, Purdy. Organise the troops. Big fight, you said. Big fight. Oh, she's coming. Right, Purdy's on the case. Purdy's on the case here. She's on the case. She's on the case. We're getting close to time. Don't worry. We're timing it right. We'll leave Yancey and Spain for that. Purdy taking Asano, taking Fontenot, taking Austin, taking Lippy, taking Granty, taking the new Mixon, taking the SWAT van, taking the Paddy van. It's the whole kit and caboodle. Come on, boys, girls, and every marriage dog. Come on down. Freeburg lost to Pittsville 12-0, and the local fans are furious. They were screaming and swearing. And himself enraged by the insults, the visiting team's captain threw his stick and struck one of the fans in the face. And after that, whoosh, whoosh. Okay, come on, let's go. Meanwhile, in the city centre, we're going to take Spain to that. An assault. A taxi driver called from a payphone, complaining that a violent customer refused to pay the fare and attempted to leave the car. When the cab driver locked the door, the man went berserk, broke the car safety screen, and then attempted to strangle the driver. The driver managed to escape, but he said, "Why would you send a single officer to that? It sounds dangerous." But she's undefeated, is our Spain. She's undefeated. You know what I mean? Done every job. So off your tootles. We'll leave it with you, because right now we've got to get to the bloody hospital. We don't have the SWAT team, though. Oh. We've got time. Just wait for the SWAT team to come back from the big fight. We've got time. We've got time. Don't be worried. Look at that. Single-handedly took him down. Single-handed. Not a bloody problem. Good old Spain. Yeah, this is getting too close. We're going to have to risk it for a biscuit.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Hotspot.
Oh my god. If Purdy shine up for backup here, this could be bad. But it wasn't Purdy shine up for backup at all. This was not Purdy shouting for backup. No, it wasn't. It was Millsap. Purdy's in there. Boom, you know, fist flying. Buttons out. Come on. Running lines. And it's all kicking off. On the ice, of course. I mean, it's a very slippery situation. And Millsap is there quivering like, resistance. So we don't take that seriously at all. Purdy is on the case. She turns around. Who's called for assistance? Did I give you permission? Shut your yap! I've got this under control! She's got two burly, bloody, men hanging off each arm. There you go. You need to learn a thing or two, Millsap. Less of this and more bloody action. Spent more time fighting and less time bloody bumbling and shitting your pants. Things will get done around here. Okay, did we get our man? Of course we did. Cheers. Bender Court. Marvellous. Well done, Yancey. I mean, officer of the day has got to be Yancey, hasn't it? I mean, it's got to be. Officer of the day. We should start tracking this. Good job, team. Good job. Well, I've got to say, that was bloody delicious. Homemade pate. Very nice. Right. Take a very quick look then at the old statistics if we can. 27 successful assignments. Oh, your Leeds are playing at the moment. Against Salford City, of all teams. Yeah, Purdy, 27 successful assignments, 1 failed. We can never, for the life of us, remember what that failure was, but maybe before the next session I may try and search this out, because I'm intrigued. What job did she fail? And whose fault was it? Forever a blot on her copybook. But yeah, head of the team. She's just knocked on the chief's door, and she's expressed a desire to go on a course. I mean, the chief was taken aback in shock. I mean, if there's any officer less likely to want to take up a course that involves reading and writing and studying, it's Purdy. But of course, she's not stupid. She wants another stripe. She ain't having some moustache, long-haired freak lead the team. No chance. So Yancey, officer of the day, 18 for 2. Went to a carjacking, single-handed. Called for a backup, but he went on his own. Showed that bit of metal. Went to a bomb job. Went to an armed robbery. Caught the suspect for our theft. What a day he's had. What a day. Spain, still quietly going about her business, still never failed a job. Went on her own to a violent job. Not even a peep. No concerns, no crying, no, I can't do this. Rocked in, got the job done, rocked out again. She's a hidden force. Purdy failed a hit and run when the driver... Oh, I remember that job. The driver hit a bum, and I said, yeah, it was a hit and run, and therefore the suspect's probably left the scene, and therefore you don't need to send 2 officers to it. And of course, it wasn't a violent job. If it was a fight, she'd have been fine. But because it involved a bit of chasing, probably, she's not going to chase anybody, is she? Oh dear. From then on, we'll be more selective with Purdy's jobs. Officer Asano. Oh, this is Tina Fontenot. Where's Tina? One half of the terrible twins. She's 6-0. So she's learned from her twin sister. Asano, 17-1. Still doing well. She's rising up through the ranks. She's been to training school. She's putting her study into practice. And 13-1 for Jill Austin. So I think she was part of the Sands team at one point. Good old Sappy, 12-1. God knows how she's only failed 1 assignment. I mean, she's quivering mess at most of the jobs. Lazy Lippy, 13 and 3. She's getting to more jobs now, but we're going to keep testing her. Officer Grant, 13 and 1, and Mixon, 2 and 0. It's a gentle ease into the job, but with Purdy in charge, you're never too far from the action. Well done, Yancey's Angels. Another good day in the office. Now, does anybody need to work in the A shift? Because we've got officers that are off with food poisoning, right? Who was off with food poisoning? Off for 5 days. Percy and somebody else. And Vandal. I don't know, will they still be off? It said 5 days, so technically they probably will be. I think we should take a precaution here. Oops! I think we should take a precaution here. Bingo! Accident at the reservoir. Water runs out in 2 days. This fall, record rainfall in Freeburg. Drunk student falls from 5th floor window. Injured. Tends to happen when you fall from a window drunk. 5th floor window. Injured. Lucky not there. My daughter's opening an art exhibition, so... It looks like the janitor hasn't been around to clean the toilets. I don't know about you, but I care about the cleanliness of my inmates. My intimates, Going home because the toilets aren't clean. That has to be up there with the worst excuse I've heard. Really? Really? I'm too tired. And I'm drunk as well. Can I go home? No. If you're trying to get yourself sacked, you're doing a good job. While I was out taking the trash, you see, this to me is a bit too much. I mean, realistically, are you going to have your entire shift asking for the day off? Not really. You know, 1 or 2 at a time, maybe, every so often. Not bloody 6 on the same day. This seems a bit much. I got into some poison ivy. My feet are blistered. Can I see the doctor? Just think, no. Sorry. No. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let me see here. We have promotion candidate. Who would be a candidate for promotion? Robbins? Purdy's gunning for one. She is, but she had one quite recently. People are saying Robbins, he's been part of the dynamic duo, has been on this team from the very beginning. You know what? Yeah. I think so. I think so. Let's give him one. Do-do-do. Right, Robbins. Second in charge on the team. Show them how it's done. Ooh.
You know when a police chief really feels his power? When he hires and fires people? When he throws folks in jail?
No.
When he's bossing everyone around all morning?
Yeah.
No, there's no power there. Just bureaucratic red tape. Like directing traffic. Not that it's all bad. No, I feel it the most when people come to me with accusations. Accusations happen outside the law. They don't need to be rational or supported by evidence. They don't petition justice in the careful words of legal formality. No, an accusation is a personal cry, full of resentment or envy, a defeated moan, or an angry howl. The accuser rarely imagines you'll share their resentment, their envy, their hatred. No, but they do imagine that your love of power is so strong that you'll leap to decide the fates of others, happy just to take someone's word for the facts. Businessmen accuse the gangsters blame our public figures denounce politicians, the politicians point to the businessmen. When it comes to accusation, there's only one rule. Don't aim too high. If you overestimate your own importance, then complaining can cost you your life. So choose the easier path, exaggerate as far as you can, and try to make your plea sound as sad and pathetic as possible. The accusation I received today sure didn't fit the normal mold. After killing Vikas Varga and routing his supporters, Sand further strengthened his already powerful authority. Even a month ago, anyone coming out against Sand would sound like a lunatic with a death wish. Today, it's the same thing as suicide. But the letter I'm holding in my hands directly connects Henry Sand, lieutenant of the Sand Mafia family, to the reported death of successful banker John Pazzi. Henry has a daughter, Marianne, a dancer, and apparently it all started with her. One day, Marianne danced in the title role of a production of Giselle, and Henry, proud father that he is, brought the whole family to the premiere, along with some of the family's business partners. Among their guests was the young banker John Pazzi. He couldn't keep his eyes off Marianne, but she ended up brushing him off. In response, Pazzi ambushed her one night after rehearsal, pulled her into his limousine, and had his way with the poor girl. After that, gentleman that he was, he drove the girl home and threatened that if she told anyone what happened, her mother would get the same treatment. But her father still managed to shake the truth out of Marianne, and he decided to take his revenge. Of course, Henry knew he couldn't just go with his instincts and put a bullet in Pazzi in broad daylight. The rich bastard was too important for business, and Henry is neck deep in the family business, overseeing transportations for the Sand Mafia. He knew about every delivery delay, every car, and every shop. It was mostly thanks to Henry that the whole Sand operation rolls so smoothly. Henry has free access to all their off-book cars, and a tar-black motive. Yeah, he could easily arrange the death of John Pazzi as a drunken, late-night hit-and-run. But Henry Sand is smarter than that. If this story about Pazzi is true, he'd more likely go to the boss and ask permission. I'd have figured this letter the ramblings of a retired gangster looking to spice up his life with little excitement. The way the letter started, "My dear little old cupcake," I had every mind to toss it in the trash. But something else got my attention. They're rarely ever signed, but this one ended Robespierre, and I doubt it's an imposter. No one would go against the most powerful group in the city, hoping to hide behind the name of some prankster clown. Like everyone else, I had no idea who Robespierre was or what he wanted. But there was no doubt that this guy was more than a little crazy. An arrogant psychopath. Could be dangerous. Definitely worth looking into.
Okay, things are heating up just a touch, eh? We got to this train. Oh yes, this train, not that train, or that one over there, but this one here. Oh yes. Do 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 do. Okay, so we're a bit short on staff, I think. A little bit short on staff. Let's have a look at the old labour market. Rubbish. One more day till we get our upgrades. Fingers crossed, at least. I don't know how much we've ticked City Hall off at the end of the last session, but hit and run. Does hit and run? Is this a new one? Beasley. Soapy. Homicide. Okay, and we'll put Flagella on that one. Okay, robbery at the Bank of Freeburg. Do. An armed robbery to start the shift off with a bang. 3 armed robbers wearing masks entered the bank and demanded the manager open the safe. Okay. SWAT team, I think, is required. We're not taking the drunken cop who's a bit low on energy and morale and, you know, tipsy. He could be a liability. So taking the head honcho, Vela. When the criminals see him rock up, they're going to have a right laugh out there. Who said kindergarten cop? And we've got to take the dynamic duo here. We are depleting the force of its most experienced officers. We'll leave Birchie behind with Shamadi. We'll take one more officer. We'll take Mr. Lover Lover. Right. 4 on the SWAT team should be enough. They are fine officers, after all.
412A in progress.
Okay, this is the Pazzi hit and run. Okay. Assault on the trade union, or at the trade union's building, only requires apparently 2 people. We'll hang fire. Why rush when there's 45 seconds to go? Never rush to these jobs. Is there a threat to life? Threaten to break a window. Nah, no threat to life there. We'll just take a back seat. Armed robbery at the jewellery store. Armed robbery at the jewellery store. We'll wait for the team to come back to that one.
Officer on scene. Looks like we have a situation.
Okay, this is Vela here. Vela, little kitty Vela. The bank is located in the city centre where there's a lot of traffic and civilians. Take up a comfortable firing position, sneak up to the front window and peek inside, block the exit to the bank with a police cruiser. Okay, now he's obviously not an experienced officer, but he's done something to get here. Probably a lot of book work, you know. What does the manual say to do in these situations? Let me just find the page. All the other officers there tapping them. There's an armed robbery going on inside. Should we go? Just hang on a second, please. Just got the manual in my little bag here. Do do do. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. La da dee dee da da da. La da dee dee say dee dee dee. La 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 la. Right. We shall take up comfortable positions and wait for them to come out. They have us at a disadvantage. We can't storm in. So we've got to be patient on this one. Very patient. Women's shouts can be heard from inside, but we can't. Other people turning to Vela. We can't wait out here when there's something going on in there. There's a woman screaming in there. We've got to go in and help. We are the police. Excuse me, says Officer Vela. Excuse me. Who's got the stripes here? Page 42, subsection 22, line 29 says, in this situation, we should do what I'm saying to do. Wait until the robbers exit.
910B complete.
And imagine the surprise on the dynamic duo's face, who are used to going in there and doing the job. Not quite as bad as Purdy, but they're still a hands-on couple, you know? And, yeah, as planned, no gunshots were heard inside. No further screams were heard. They came out, you know, they'll swag bag over the shoulder, thinking, the police aren't even turned up. And as they're about to step into their little getaway vehicle, suddenly about 15 or so pistols and rifles and other things were pointing directly at them with a megaphone, with a rather childish voice saying, "We have you surrounded now, as I knew we would do. Would you kindly put down your guns in the bag and nobody will get harmed?" Go figure. Worked a charm, apparently. Okay, so we got them coming back. We might get there in time. Vela's going to the armed robbery if he can help it. Fresh with confidence after his success. Come. Armed robbery, right. The Velas. Vela's fellas. Yancey's Angels, Vela's fellas. I like it. Let me put the lights on. Oh. So we got Vela's fellas. Well, he's fresh from his armed robbery. Fresh from his other job there. From one armed robbery to another armed robbery. And a jewellery store. 6 armed men wearing masks enter the premises, demanding all the cash and jewellery be placed in a bag. Sound familiar? Sounds very familiar. Right, come with me. Same people, please. Same people. Who else? Extra man. Samadhi. And that'll do. 4, 2. There you go. So they're off to the armed robbery. Vela's fellas. Yes. A young woman frightened to death just called in from the trade union. A drunk factory worker broke into the building and he's threatened to break the glass. So Birch has been left stranded by Vela. He feels a bit like, I've been left with the drunk one? What have I done? But if anybody can drag this drunken fool through a job, it's Birch. Right, this is going to have to hang fire for now. We are short. No! Motorola! Oh dear. Thank the heavens that Birchie wasn't killed. Holy cow. Why was he driving? Oh my god. Holy cow. Oh dear. Motorola. Motorola. What are you doing? Why? Birchie, why have you let him drive? Why has he let him drive? Birchie, I expected better things from you. Now Birchie's gone to the job on his own. Officer down. Leave him there. I'm leaving him there. Ring an ambulance. Birchie gets there, devoid of assistance. Anybody there? Hello? Hello? Situation is more serious. Hello? Anybody? Hello? There's nobody there. There's nobody left. The office is empty. The office is empty. Okay, this is Birchie now we're dealing with. Let's think this through. Let's think, what would Birchie do? It's a trade union, man threatening to smash glass, no mention of weapons, no mention of anything too violent. He thinks back, what would Platonic do? What would Platonic do in this situation? What would she do? There's a, crime happening right here, risk to harm to the public, nobody left in the office. She'd do it. She'd go in there and she'd kick ass. Because she knew how to kick ass when the stakes were up. When the stakes were high, she raised a game. Birchie is going to, yep, I can do this, he says. I can do this. Come on. Come on. Birchie. Oh, he's alive, he's alive. The defender got away. Big tussle. Poof. He took a blow to the head. Oh. Ah. Fender ran off. Birchie's not a fighter, obviously. He tried. Fender got the better of him. Thankfully didn't kill him. Just give him a clip. Took him off his feet. Bit stunned. Fender got away. but he's alive. Oh, that was close. That was close. Yeah, obviously still shaken from the car accident as well. Yeah, seen his officer colleague die at the wheel. Still ever the trooper. Left him there. Burning vehicle, fire truck, and a hearse and whatever else. Yeah, but I still gotta go. Still gotta go. Good effort, Birchie. Good effort. We can't go.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant hot spot.
This is Vela again. I think we're getting the theme. Bella's a bit cautious. Bella's a bit cautious. Likes to just have the odds in his favour. You know, doing the calculations here, there's 6 armed robbers, and as per the formula in this book, we've got 6 officers and a SWAT team and a paddy wagon, but if we just carry the 2, bring that under there, do me long multiplication, and we need about another 2 officers here. We need another 2. We don't need another 2, says Robbins, newly promoted. We don't need another 2 officers. Here, we've got plenty. But my book, forget your book, we're going in. Come on, ignore this fool.
973 complete. 412A.
Oh, thank the heavens. They get in there, they get there. Complete contrast to the last armed robbery. They weren't waiting outside this time. Vela looking a bit taken aback. They've dared to disobey him. We need 2 more officers. They've gone in. Robbins has taken control and stormed the place, got everybody out unharmed, and job done. But let's just say, potential rift there. Vela doesn't like to have his authority challenged. Robbins overstepped the boundaries, perhaps. This is a 3 chevron officer here. Debrief! Debrief! Back to the station for a debrief. I'm not happy, I'm not happy. We don't have 2 officers for City Hall. A day before, we're going to do the bloody requesting stuff. Ah! No, I would, honestly, but Mayor, you can surely understand. One of our officers died. He would have gone with Birch to help you out, but he's dead. I don't care if he's dead. I don't give a crap. Oh, no. What assault was that? What assault? So we've had 2 failed crimes, a City Hall job that's failed. This is not a good shift. We need some more staff on this team. Somebody mentioned labour market. We're a bit light on this team. 115. Oh, we're not light. 2 people are off bloody with food poisoning, aren't they? Oh dear. Dear. Sawmill. Right, we've got a fight here. A call just came in from a girl who went with her friends to have a barbecue out by the sawmill. When the food was almost ready, a group of drunk students suddenly appeared, claiming that this was their spot. A massive fight broke out. Right, debrief. There's a fight at the sawmill, is there? Okay, well, seeing as you 2 are so energetic, and you can, take the bull by the horns and not listen to what you're told, you 2 can go to this job. And I'll also give you 1 other officer to help you out, and that's it. Off you go. What about Paddy Van? There's a few of them. No, I'm going to keep the Paddy Van here, just in case, on the off chance there's a big bust up here. Off you go. You can do the job. Sent them out. Vela. You shouldn't play with people's lives, Vela. This is not a game of one-upmanship here. Armed robbery. You see, as per my calculations, says Vela, I knew that there was a high chance of a very serious job coming in the not-too-distant future, and now I shall take the SWAT team again, because I'm very cautious, and I shall take the paddy wagon for myself, and I shall take... I think 2 of us will be sufficient for now, but... Birch, come here. Come here, Birchie. We shall go together and sort this mess out. 3 armed thugs robbing an audience in the playhouse. Before the civilians realised what was happening, the criminals had already fled the scene. Until the last minute, everyone thought it was all just part of the show. They've left in a yellow school bus. They have, they've left the scene. They've left the scene. Bertrie said they've left the scene. We don't probably need the other stuff. They've left the scene. You know, we're just going to take detail. No. We're taking the whole. We're taking everybody. Taking everybody. Okay. Good old Vela. He knows it all, you know. He's been there. He's done it. He's studied it. He's not been there, done it, but he's seen it in his books. He won't be argued with, and he won't have his authority overridden. No. So good old Bucky and Robbins are going to really suffer for the foreseeable. Clarinet Sugar. But as they're clubbing the teens down with their batons, teens screaming for mercy. No, please! Boof, boof. So he tried to get one over us, did he? Boof. Be quiet. Boof. No paddy wagon, eh? Boof. Right. Well, I will show him. Right. Put him in the boot. Put him on top. Back seat. Footwell. We'll show this bastard. We'll show him. Get in the car. One more crack for good luck. Oh yeah. We won't be beaten. No chance. No chance. He thinks he can send us to jobs understaffed and thinks we're going to buckle, does he? Oh, we'll show him. We'll show him. Oh, Billabong. We've got a request for Billabong. I think Billabong might be a morbid song to honour the fallen Motorola. He's not fallen. He's just been replaced by a Nokia. Everyone has their time, you know. Robbins Bobbies. Armed robbery. Oh, he's here. Oh. Even late at night, finding the right bus wasn't too difficult. Big yellow thing, driving at like 80 miles an hour down the road. The criminals abandoned it less than a mile from the suburban motel. Interesting. Hang fire. The flipping hell was that? Bloody speeding vehicles. Right, so that's the motel. We're not going to the motel yet. We need to get evidence, to get clues here, clues. We'll check the bus first. Check the bus first. Are you sure? I heard that on another shift when people were checking the vehicle, they got ambushed. It's not a preferable idea. Perhaps we should search wider first, make sure there's no threats, then check the bus. No! Please do not argue with me. Check the bus, please. Okay. The motel manager reports 3 men threatened me with a gun. When I said we had no more rooms, I put them in a room we already rented, but they won't be happy when our guests return. Then begin the assault. As if he's going to begin an assault. Are you having a laugh? Knock on the door. Boop, boop, boop. Open up! Please! Oh dear. I don't even think he's got the wherewithal to try and pull the wool over the eyes. To try and, bit of faking it, He's not even got that kind of mentality. He's that, everything is just as it should be. Little rap with his little poxy knock on the door. Not proper police knock, boom! The 6 o'clock knock, none of that, no. Boop, boop, boop. Hello, open up, police outside. Come on, the game's over now. We've got SWAT teams and stuff. Don't make me set them on. Don't make me unleash them. Oh dear, I don't know how it happened, I really don't. They didn't come out, so in true to his word, the SWAT team were unleashed. He stepped aside, and the heavies went in, boof, the door went through, there was a big commotion. He kind of peered in to make sure it was all going according to plan. Yeah, oh yes. And then they were hauled out by the heavies, stuck in the paddy wagon, and where shall we? No, just take him back to the station. I'll be finding the report later. Yes, very good. Went to the manager, reassured everybody, and job well done. Hands didn't get dirty though. Hands did not get dirty at all. Homicide. We have 3 new frames. Have we got enough frames? We've got this many frames, people. Tell me. Anybody know the Leeds United score? I'll get it myself. It's fine. Do. Oh, look who scored! Bloody hell. Our new loan signing, our new loan striker from Arsenal has scored the opening goal. Nikitia? I don't know how you pronounce it. Right. Okay, so do we have enough frames? Somebody says I think so. Righty-ho. So this is a murder, apparently, that we have to solve. We definitely got enough frames. I'm going to proceed that we've got enough frames until somebody tells me, oh, yes, now 2 people told me we have enough frames. Right, so I saw a black sedan, says the guard. A black sedan pull up to the building and 2 men, one in a raincoat, got out. They passed me without saying anything. Could be that one. Could be. What's that sedan there? Could be that, then that. Pull up, get out. Miss Bronk, I heard the elevator and I turned and saw 2 scary men. Didn't see any weapons, but they made it clear they'd kill me if I got in their way. Elevator. Kill me if I got in their way. Why is that is that not the same? Oh, guns. I didn't see any weapons, no guns. That's the outside. One in a raincoat. Could have been a robbery. Elvis had a safe in his office. Don't know what he kept inside. Safe in his office, maybe. But they've gone to the elevator, so they're not taking the stairs. I saw a couple of idiots, but I don't remember what time it was. I actually learned the incident only later. Elvis had his share of problems, but he preferred not to talk about them. But I knew there was some people trying to take away his business. He was offering them a bribe. Right, okay. So, ping pong, elevator. She said I heard the elevator and turned and saw 2 scary men. What is that? Right. Okay. So he's sipping on coffee. I saw a black sedan pull up to the building. So that's definitely that one. 2 men, one in a raincoat, got out. That's definitely that one. They passed me without saying anything. That's the guard. Heard the elevator. Intimidation. Rob the safe. Walk out. Yay! Hey, 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 hey! Boom! Timothy Foster, unemployed, but according to unconfirmed reports, he's a cleaner for the mafia. Ooh. Time's ticking. 3 new frames for the detective. That won't be enough. Wait a second. Homicide at the gas station. What? How many do we need at the homicide? Are you laughing? Are you having a laugh? Oh my god. Dynamic duo need to go now. Okay. It's okay. It's taking everybody he can here, including the paddywag. Oh, no, there's no SWAT team here. Oh, we're 4 officers short and the SWAT team short. An eyewitness reported that a man drove up to a gas station, got out and shot the guy behind the counter with an automatic rifle, and now he's just standing there quietly, filling up his gas. The dude is crazy. We can always retreat. Or hope that these guys, hope that the reinforcements come back in time. Don't worry, he knows what to do. He's got the books with him. He knows what to do. He's got his books. He'll be completely and utterly. This will be the wrong job as well. Yes, get in! Dynamic duo strike again. Arrest all suspects. Job done. Get back to Nick, quick. Get back to Nick.
Forecasting complete.
Wow! Look at that! Half the team that was recommended. No SWAT team. Whatever Vela did on that job remains a mystery. But it worked flipping wonders. And they found weapons as well. Can you believe it? How on earth? Out of all the jobs that he's done, this is probably the most shocking. Maybe, just maybe, there's merit to doing things by the book. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe book smarts is where it is. He's proving us all wrong. Right. And they get out of the car. Vela strutting his stuff, straightening his uniform, making sure his dress and deportment is all as it should be, because one should always be looking their best. We are public servants. We should be looking good. At the end of the shift, just like we do at the start. You never know when people are going to see you. Let us get ourselves back to the station for debrief. Very good day, very good day. So, 7-0. The rest of the shift, as secretly. Some maybe not so secretly. Yes, I mean, that wasn't his fault. He couldn't do anything about that. That was the chief's fault, because the chief let the guy work. I quite plainly said to him that this man was drunk and should be sat at home, but the chief officer, the chief of police, decided to let him work. I couldn't do anything about it. Passing the blame. But yeah, people on the shift, some secretly, some not so secretly, perhaps, itching for him to fail his first job. Itching for him to fail one. Bookie, 22-0. Still no promotions for Bookie. What's going on there? Robin's got one, 29-2. Iwamoto is dead. But do we have sympathy for him? I mean, the poor man's dead. I think we should have a little bit of sympathy, but not as much of sympathy as the other officers who died in the line of duty, not drunk at the wheel. Hell no. Birchie, 20-2. He's building up a head of steam here. Went to a job single-handed, single-crewed, and got beaten up. Bless him. He tried, though. He tried. Many lesser people would have run, but not Birchie, no. He tried to... What would Platonic do? And he got a bit clubbed over. So Maddie, 18-3. Bit of a supporting role today, as was these two. But he's 7-0, Mr. Loverman. And John Chanot, 7-0 too. Very good. Very good indeed. 2 men down. Each of your employees receive a weekly salary. The ones who are still alive, but if you bury the paperwork, you can pull in some money from any deceased officers' salaries, so long as they are alive and healthy on paper. City Hall will keep printing perfectly healthy paychecks. What? Crazy Canuck, thank you, welcome. Thank you for watching, sorry. No. No! Hell no! We need some paperwork for this dead employee. He is dead. He is dead. Give this man a burial. Bloody... This is wrong. No.
Jack, you always come back so late.
What's wrong? Bad news?
Good news, Jack. Laura is ready.
Ready how? She's coming back? When?
Not that fast, Jack. Laura's ready to talk. But if she's ready to talk, she's getting ready to come back. You just need to find the right words. You can find the right words, right, Jack?
I'm not an idiot.
I didn't ask for this, Jack. It's the middle of the night, and I'm alone on an old farm, 40 minutes away from anywhere, sat on a creaky porch, and now I'm getting snapped at. I came here so you could personally promise me that you'll be able to find the right words. So let's try again. You can find the right words, right, Jack?
I can find the right words, Mrs. Markham.
That's good to hear. Tomorrow night at 3 o'clock at the Octopus Restaurant. You know it?
Yeah, but it's closed at night.
Oh, I've arranged for them to be open. Don't be late. But don't come too early either.
Who is she? I've arranged for it to be open. Are you working with Sans, love?
Yeah?
I should probably offer you some tea or something before you go.
Bit of Earl Grey.
Do you have any tea?
No.
No.
Good night, Jack.
Oh dear. No. Good night, Jack. Day 30. More deaths and births in Freeburg. Red Cat rescues girl from rapist. It's got to be a nickname for somebody, that surely. Debbie's Cafe charged with health and safety violations. Apparently they were putting dogs in their hot dogs. Go figure. Here come the Yancey's Angels. Here they come. Ah, okay, here we go. Here we go. This part of the game really does hurt me. Our house burned down, and my elderly father's inside. We need to somehow make sense of this. Okay? That's a legitimate reason. I would suggest. Legitimate reason. You can have the day off. Oh, just the one person today? See, that's more reasonable. That's more reasonable. Not bloody 6. Let's take a look at the labour market when we get into the shift. And we're going to ask for favours. I don't have high hopes, though. We've been a little bit slaxed at the moment. Right, where were we with the music? I think it's time for some Beethoven, isn't it? It's time for some Beethoven. Yeah. No. Let's have a look at the labour market. We have 2 slots spare, a detective slot and a cop slot, and this is still not good enough. Not good enough. Right, I'll have them all, please. Give them all to me. I want them all. Because I'm greedy. Somebody died, JJ. Somebody died. Okay, we've got a fight in progress at the park. We've got a fight at the park. Retiree Manny Versh called in a report of a fight between a little girl's father and a dog lover whose Rottweiler had frightened the child. While the men were busy settling matters, the dog was spotted running towards the amusement park. This doesn't seem like a job for Purdy. Dogs involved, a fight between 2 fathers. It's a little bit low-key for Purdy now. She doesn't take the small jobs anymore. Nah. Instead, Asano and Millsap. And Purdy's given Asano a bit of a whisper in the ear. Come here. Make sure she gets hands-on. Right? Make sure she gets hands-on. Good old Sappy. Going with the apprentice, who's now no longer an apprentice, is actually the woman in charge of this particular job. See how it pans out? Unlawful assembly. That'll be a rather large. Yeah, rather large. Hang fire. Hang fire. She did it. Oh, well, there you go. You see, she's learning. She's learning. Yeah, there you go. Come on, that's it. You can just grab him. That's it. Get yourself sorted. What? Oh. Do-do-do. Course 2 is here, yes, course 2. So we have a right mishmash of a course here. It's got egg fried rice, sweet and sour chicken, and chicken curry. Bit of a mismatch. With a naan bread. Because, you know, naan breads go well with Chinese dishes, apparently. Right, an unlawful assembly. Sim City Hall is the unhappy target of a spontaneous demonstration. Some 20 people have gathered in protest against the increased garbage tax. The protesters are behaving peacefully, but are demanding to speak with city officials. Peaceful protest, is it? Purdy doesn't get involved with peaceful protests. Yancy, take the terrible twins. And Lippy as well. And enjoy this peaceful assembly. You don't need any vans for now. No vans required. It's peaceful assembly. You know. Peace. What's this, you say? A city centre robbery? So they were locked up, of course, a few people were locked up for causing an obstruction to the highway, but that's as violent as it got. Pretty peaceful protest, went down without a hitch.
1311 in progress.
A robbery. A hooded man who grabbed her expensive bag and bolted. Isn't this mall safe anymore? This man must be still in the building. Right, well, Purdy's going just in case it resorts to violence, but she can't run after this man, so she needs a runner. Asano, come with me. Mixon, and you as well. No, in fact, no. Just two's required here. Counterfeiting in the park. Counterfeiting. Apparently, queue people queuing to buy counterfeit currency People are beginning to push and shove. Right, same as before. Terrible twins. Get sappy on the case. Robbery. This is why we bought Asano, you see. Purdy's always thinking. The offender is trying to run. But the guards blocked the door. He's turned and fled back inside, looking for another way out. Stop that thief! Order the man to halt, or run after him. No. Purdy's not doing the running, of course. Asano! Go get that man! Stop him! Ordering Asano to do the running. The offender ran into the skating rink, then slipped and fell on the ice. As he struggled to regain his footing, he pulled a knife from his pocket. Oh shoot. Right, okay. So as Asano has, caught up to this man, Purdy's hobbling behind at a slow pace. Purdy's gone. Purdy's not even anywhere near this. So this is now down to Asano, who has to remember her training, has to remember Purdy's actions, has to remember Kochi's actions. What would they do? What did the book say we should do? What should we do? Pepper spray. Pepper spray is safest way to disarm him. At a distance. Don't want to get too close. He's got a knife. Pepper spray. And it works a charm. The man's clutching his eyes. Bloody hell, can't see. And by the time Purdy's there, Asano's got him trussed up like a turkey, ready for Christmas. Good job. She's panting heavily. Bless her. Good job. Never take me to a job. Never am I going to bloody sign up for a job that involves running. Bloody hell. I should have known better. Assistance required, please. Assistance required in the park. Assistance required in the park. Hello? Assistance required in the park? Really? It's counterfeiting. Yeah, that's all we can spare. So, literally, that's all we can spare. Lippy, get out. Come on. Lazy Lippy, get your legs moving, love. Kick her backside into gear. How are these going? 3 frames? No way. Oh, wait a minute. They're both at home today. Let's see if we can get somebody moving. Let's get Armstrong on the case. A bit of Bill-ups action. Let's see if that does anything. Right. Bus stop theft. Oh, could be 2-0. Woo! Oh dear. I'm just looking at the score. Leeds United are playing. It's only a League Cup game against Salford, but it's good to follow what's going on. Anyway, we have a theft. Frank Conroy's wallet was stolen at the bus stop. He quickly noticed the loss and is hunting for the pickpocket with his friends. The group is blaming everyone in sight, and the situation is quickly escalating. The matter may soon come to blows. It's a theft at a bus stop. It's hardly the Royal Rumble. Send a new recruit in. Asano, show her the ropes. Disorderly conduct. Now we're talking. At the hospital, a man came to the hospital with a very large dog. The dog was on a leash and wearing its muzzle, but it was growling and jumping on the other patients. The duty nurse warned the man that it was against hospital policy to bring animals into the building, but the man just snarled at her and refused to listen. Oh, it's a one-person job, is it? Oh, I see, I see. Disorderly man in hospital, is it? Setting dogs on people, is he? All right. Just wait till I finished with him. He'll wish he was a dog himself. Mass riot! Hang fire! 45 seconds for Purdy to get back. Yeah, counterfeiting. Lippy saves the day. Yeah. Finds the money as well. Get back to the station! Back to the station! Mass riot! Mass riot! All hands on deck! All hands on deck! Report for the theft. Asano and Mixon. Fender caught. Come back! Come back! Come back! Urgent situation! Hightail it! Hightail it! Purdy! Boof! She ain't got time to mess up. Boof! Right hook. Didn't even have a chance to remonstrate. Just a second, officer. Boof! Out he goes cold. Get him in the car. There's a bloody mass riot. Come on, let's go. Let's get ourselves back. Quick sticks. Mass riot. Mass riot. Is there some what music's good for a mass riot? What's good riot music? We'll have a bit of green. Greeny. Bit of greeny. Sweet ginger green. Do. This is not riot music. Songs? No. Catalogue? Yes. Oh, we can kick their ass to a catchy tune. Do. A blow here, a kick there. Not a problem. Right, we're going to buy all this music coming on the 14th. Give it to me. Give me everything. Give me it all. Give me it all. I want it all. I want it all. Thank you. Coming on August the 14th. Come. What's this? An assault? Okay, one officer's going to that. One officer we can spare. A young DJ, upon exiting a store, ran into a strange-looking man wearing a black and red robe. First, the man knocked his energy drink from the DJ's hand, then told him of the merits of drinking human blood. His demeanour became threatening, and he demanded money for protection from the forces of darkness. A fight erupted, during which the DJ suffered several bites. The attacker then began to accost other passers-by, including a frightened group of teenagers, and then sunk his teeth into the shoulder of an elderly woman. This is like LARPing? Gone a bit wrong. Asano. Go. Ginger green. Okay, come on down, boys and girls, come on down. We've got a riot situation. Riot situation. All hands to the pumps. All hands to the pumps. We got a riot going on here. I want every man and his dog. Go! Bit of a risk, but hey, it's a riot. I didn't even read the text. I should have read the flavour. Never mind. It's just a riot. You don't need to know any ins and outs of what's going on. Just get in there and wade in and smack them about. Hit and run.
Officer on scene.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go, folks. Just let me have a couple of my noodles. The fight is in full swing, and some of the combatants are carrying weapons. And sleeves up, weapons drawn. Have at ya! Of course officers are unarmed. Of course they're unarmed. In they go. Whoosh! Limbs flying, weapons flying, gunshots ringing out, and somehow they all emerge unscathed. A few cuts and bruises, like, but you know, Purdy smiling to us. Oh, she loves a good punch up. She loves a good punch up. Good job, men, women, mainly women. Good job. But I like to see in my officers, it's that attitude of getting stuck in. Even you, Millsap, even you managed to apprehend somebody today. What the hell's going on? Oh, turned a new leaf, have you? That's what I like to see.
412A.
Ooh, 3 new frames. Could that be it? No. 6 frames for the hit and run, people. Is that enough? Sweet, sweet ginger green. Sweet, sweet Purdy. If anybody could take care of an assault single-handed, it's got to be Asano. Because she's the all-round officer. Adapts to any situation. Whether it requires talking, whether it requires fighting, whether it requires following the book. She got it all, baby. She got it all. Rested Vampire George. Yeah. So good job we had that garlic and with her, you know? Garlic. And that steak that she had. Good job. Okay, let's end the day. Yes, it's almost 3 o'clock. What's going to happen? You know, whoever that woman was, you know, the mother-in-law, effectively, is obviously some mafia mole, gangsters mole. Oh, don't worry, I've ordered them to open it at 3 a.m. Yes, they owe me a favour. There we go.
According to Mrs. Markham, I was supposed to spend all day thinking up the right words. But to my surprise, I did my best work when I shut my head off. I didn't even want to think why Laura decided we'd meet at 3 o'clock in the morning, and in a restaurant we'd never gone to. I didn't know what to tell her, and something tells me she's no more ready for this meeting than I am. By nightfall, I finally stopped worrying. The right words would come when they were needed. And if they don't come at all, then so be it. I've heard said, when you're knocked out by a single blow, you don't have time to feel any pain. Well, that's a lie. It's painful as hell.
We've been settled.
Every day I spent in that coma, the pain was unbearable.
Coma? Time skip? Maybe? Huh? Hello? What the hell is this? Just a second. Game over. What? Day 55. Yeah, time skipped. Huh.
Yeah, I heard about that already. But what if they decide to spill it to the papers? We need to start thinking now about covering our asses. I know people who can deal with this, but they'll need at least a week. Plus, if we want to...
Lieutenant Stat, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I have Jack Boyd on the line.
Who?
Who?
Jack Boyd, sir. He's calling from the hospital.
Who?
Gibson, I'll call you back. Don't do anything without my team. Jack! Whoa, wow. Didn't know you were awake. Doctor said you could be in that coma for months, even years. How are you feeling?
Tell me who's in control, Martin.
I don't think I follow you.
For God's sake, Martin, tell me it's you running the department and not some stooge from the mayor's office.
Yes, Jack. I am performing the duties of the police chief, but the new man's coming on Saturday, Kevin Paulson.
Kevin Paulson?
Yes, it's the guy from the...
I know who Kevin Paulson is. Now listen carefully, Martin. I'm coming back to work. I'm Freeburg's police chief, and it's gonna stay that way for another 4 months. Now you get on the phone and do whatever needs to be done. You run into any problems, threaten them with the media, court, or blackmail. But I don't think they'll give you any trouble. The mayor knows it's easier to just wait until the winter than deal with a scandal. Oh, and assemble a press conference.
Listen, Jack, I know the truth is on your side, but you have to take into account...
Martin, how long since you transferred to my department?
Coming up on 5 years now.
How many times in the last 5 years have you come to my birthday party? How many times have you come to the farm when I had the boys over?
Never had the pleasure, but...
Never. Because you couldn't care less. And I don't care for you either, Stat. It wasn't me who appointed you deputy, and you wouldn't have been my first choice. But if you do ever come over to my house, you won't miss the big hole in my backyard. Garbage pit. You know, for old rubbish. A smelly hole filled with rotten furniture and other crap. So, Stat, if I even for a moment doubt your devotion, you'll go straight into that pile of trash. Maybe you'll get to catch up with some old friends. You remember Kendrick, don't you?
I'll schedule the press conference for tomorrow, all right, Jack?
The day after tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going shopping.
I'm going shopping. 3:57. Oh my god! What? New car, new clothes, new hairstyle, new attitude. From now on you are a true warrior, one who will not suffer the idiots who stand in his way. You are independent and self-confident. He took a blow to the head and he's gone crazy. Sunglasses. Oh my god. Good morning, sir. What would you like? How can I help you? Thank you. I know exactly what I want. Attitude. Pink. Perfect. These glasses bring out your hidden sexuality. Oh yeah. Midlife crisis, indeed. Now that you have a new fashionable sunglasses, may they transform not only your appearance, but how you feel. What on earth?
No, that would be too much.
No, you are wearing your pink sunglasses, mate. I haven't bought them for nothing. He's not wearing his pink glasses, man!
Wow, Jack, what's with the outfit?
I'm disappointed.
You planning on...
The pit in the backyard, Martin. Always remember about the pit in the backyard.
Don't talk to anyone before the press conference starts. I'll try to get you on stage quickly. Kevin Paulson is here. He wanted to...
Jack! I hardly recognize you. That's quite an image for a man like you. An old dog with a new trick, right? We should see each other more often. How long has it been?
Last time I saw you, I fired you, Kevin.
Ha! You mean the day I resigned in protest over the corruption and lawlessness at your police department, right?
Yeah, repeat that shit often enough, someday you might start believing it.
You know, Jack, I'm glad that everything turned out so well. Unlike you, I've made good use of the past 7 years. My new construction company keeps getting jobs from the city, and we're doing really well. I have a new house, new hobbies, even a new wife. Maybe you've met her, Shelley Rogers.
Oh, Shelley Rogers. So you really are in bed with the mayor.
It's a dream come true. All my dreams have come true. Only one thing remains. To bring order to the Freeburg Police Department.
You being serious, Kevin?
I'm serious as ever, Jack. I'm the most serious man you know.
It's not often you see the past and the future Freeburg police chiefs at the same press conference. I hope you have time to talk, Kevin. There's something we need to discuss. Jack, the reporters are waiting for you.
My retirement plan somehow just got turned into a circus. Fortunately, I'm pretty good at swallowing swords and jumping through burning hoops. They all seem to like it.
Oh ho, here we go. Press conference time. Good morning. Mr. Boyd, is that a new hairstyle? New attitude and all that. Must start simple, yes. I feel like a different person, so I figured I'd look like one too. Do you know the person who attacked you? No. I didn't recognize him. City Hall has yet to give a definitive answer as to whether you'll be returning to your post. Do you believe Rogers will decide in your favour? Of course he will. If he knows what's good for him. I'm Freeburg's chief of police, whether he likes it or not. Do you think what happened to you somehow affected you? We'll soon see. Might go mental. Why guess? Let's wait a bit and find out. Thank you. Thank you indeed. And we're back. Recovered from our head injury, wakened from coma, unable to name attackers. We'll get them. Got that first time. What's happened to my team? What's happened to my team? Shinoa's not turned up. She's too tired. He's too tired. I'm too tired. We can't have everybody going off. I'm too tired. No. I'm too tired. No. I'm too tired. What have they done to my teams? No. 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 Bookie. You were right for a promotion before the incident, so we'll follow through with it. But I mean, what's happened to my team? Holy Maloney! Hey! What's happened to my vinyls? My vinyl collection. What has happened? What is this? My collection. What is this muck? Careless love? What is this? What is this? Modern technology, people. It's a revelation. No more vinyls. Oh, I have these handy little cassettes that get chewed up all the time. Careless love, it is. Put it in your machine. It's a revelation. Want to hear that song again? Just press rewind and you can rewind and listen and rewind and listen. No more mid-listening about with a little needle. It's the future. Cassette tapes. Cop hunt. Oh, it's all changed. It's all changed. We've been out of action for a handful of days. Maybe about 30 days. And it's all gone to rack and ruin. Jack, while you were in hospital, a hunt was declared on all cops. It's like all the criminals in the city suddenly went savage. They're cornering officers one by one and beating them to death. Our boys have started refusing to ride out on calls alone. When the situation is really bad, even 2 will refuse to go. SWAT upgrade. Efficiency. We'll work 4 times a day. I think we're going to need it. I think we're going to need 4 times, to be honest with you. It sounds like it's going to be a bloody right situation we've got on our hands. You don't know what? Yeah, 4 times. 4 times, 4 times, 4 times. We got a raise.
211 in progress.
One more detective. Drebin. I'm going to hire him just for his name. Just for his name. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shift A. Piotr Kosiubinski. Yeah. He's rubbish, but I mean, I don't know if you can get detectives that are higher than 100. I don't. Oh, I didn't see Ruby there. I didn't see Ruby. But I mean, I want to have somebody named Ruby Sims. It's too easy. I want this guy. I want a Kosubinski. Yeah, that's what I want. Rick Dixon. We've got 3 spaces for cops. Oh my god. Holy cow. Hang fire, folks. Hang fire. Hang fire. Hang fire. Hang fire. Fire one of the holders. Fire one of the holders. Flagella's 160. Billups is 140. We'll fire Billups. Billups, you're too old, love. Sorry, my dear. Personnel. So Billups is fired from shift B. We'll bring Ruby into shift B. Right, we're going to get Rick Dixon in. He has to go to shift A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Put him on shift A for now. Right. Who the hell's that? Come on. Not Miss Matt. Who's this? Who is that? It's flipping Hulk Hogan, man! It's Hulk Hogan! Brother! We've got to hire him! We've got to hire him! Surely to God! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know if he's a man. We need another woman for shift B. Hell yeah! What you gonna do? Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. Right, we're gonna hold fire. We've got another space for another cop, but it has to be a woman, and it has to be a woman for shift B. So 1 more police officer. Very good. That'll do for now. Thank you. I've got Hulk Hogan. Right, we'll have to be very, very careful today. It's about bringing the officers home safely rather than focusing on the successful crime solving, to be honest. Because I'm sure once they've rested they'll be fine. We've just got to get through the day with no casualties. Percy! Good old Percy! Look at Percy! How's he come along since he was a degenerate? I mean, he's still got his moustache and his hair, but he seems semi-decent. So we'll try sending 2. We'll send 2 semi-decent ones. So Birchie and Percy, 2 of the most, when they first started, useless officers ever to grace the station, now teaming up as semi-competent officers. One of them actually more than semi-competent. Hell, we've got Hulk Hogan on the scene here. Coming in the next shift A. Oh, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Right, new music. Keep the music rolling. New tapes and all that. Old Merkbo Reach. Drug sales, a new crime.
211 Green.
Birch and Percy teaming up, riding roughshod over the vandals of the town. Good job, guys. We're going to be trying to turn to the officers that aren't so knackered, if we can help it. Theft in the mall. Not Yessel, come on, not Yessel, no! No! Not Yessel! No! Another drunk at the wheel! Damn it! Ay, ay, ay. What's going on here? A security guard noticed a suspicious group of teenagers hiding things under their jackets as they walked past the checkout. When he asked them to stop, the teenagers scattered in all directions. Then ran out of the store into the parking lot. The guard called the police and says they couldn't have gone far. I've just been in a coma for 30 days. What the hell? Why has it gone so wrong? Stat! You son of a gun! Right. Percy. Mr. Lover. No. Do you know what? Two-man wrecking team today. Birchie and Percy. Propping up the team today. Propping up the team. Reckless endangerment in the ghetto. An unidentified woman says that a strange surgeon is operating without a license from the basement of her house. He hardly looks like a real doctor. He's old, maybe senile, and always seems drunk. Could be could be a hoax call, but we're not quite so sure. Robbins, Van Dahl, and Loverman. Send employees to an informal outdoor party. Is that all of them? How many can we send? Does this happen as in right now, or does this happen after the shift has finished? This must happen after the shift has finished, right? Well, we'll send the ones that have got the lowest morale. We'll go with those three. Could get food poisoning. Well, we'll just send 3 then. We won't go for another one. We'll just send 3. Take a quick look at the stats while we're in the screen. So it was day 59, September the 11th. 121 days to go. Salary's almost just shy of £2,000. We've solved 104 crimes, failed 23. Not a bad record. Solved 13 cases, 6 officers dead, 1 detective dead, 2 detectives fired, 6 officers fired. Best officer, Birdie. Oh, hell yeah. So what does Sands do? Investigation trap, crime trap, threaten. Nah. City Hall. Give them to me, please. Give me them all. Bertie and Percy once again striking where they need to strike. I think I give somebody a day off. I don't think somebody's dead. I give somebody a... How did somebody die? How did I get a notification about somebody being dead? Is he just on... Is he just sick? Or I think I... But even... What's happened? He never died. I may have given him the day off, but I thought that he might still show up as a home icon. We'll see. We'll have to... I hope not. I hope not, seriously.
Looks like we have a situation here.
Reckless endangerment in the ghetto. Who's been sent to this one? Remind me. I can't remember. In a dirty basement, a teetering old man is digging around inside a young man's ripped open stomach. Move slowly away from the patient. Very, very slowly.
415.
And then pounce! Boof! Good job, good job. Officers unharmed, civilians unharmed, offender caught. Ooh, close. Rape at Chinatown, downtown. Oh my god. These two officers are but they're experienced, right? Knackered but experienced. Bella, there's ever a time to get your book smarts out, it's now. What to do when very tired. Section 24 of the book is subparagraph 3. What to do when tired. What to do when tired, it's pray to God that it's a false alarm. And the God's answer, oh gosh. It was just a girlfriend having a special moment. Yes. Whew. Please let this shift end. Right. Homicide at the hospital. A nurse reports that she saw an elderly woman cut off her husband's life support system after a car accident left him in a coma for months. I know his case was hopeless, but it's still murder. Okay. We got to deal with it, but it could well be, you know, nothing too serious to worry about. We'll send the experienced members of the team. Good old Van Dahl and Robbins.
412 in progress.
Assault with offensive weapon. Ooh. Oh, a trucker just called in. It's always those truckers, huh? It's about the third, fourth time we've had a trucker problem. He says the van stopped on the side of the road and 3 large men got out with shovels. And someone fell to the ground out of the back of the van. I think they had his hands tied up. They hit him in the head with one of the shovels and led him into the woods. Okay, this sounds pretty hair-raising. Bella, team, all of you please, all of you, this is a very serious situation. Could be kidnap, shovels, SWAT team, come forth. Oh no, Bella doesn't do 3. His calculations dictate the whole team has to go.
410 complete.
He does everything by the book. His calculations. How has he miscalculated this? Oh my God! Because they were tired, they died in a fiery crash. Did you say? You said that just before this happened. Holy shooting hellfire! No! I mean, he was a total arse. He was an absolute arse, was Vela. But I flipping liked him. Oh! Damn! No! No! What are you doing to me? Oh, Bucky! His partner in crime's on a different job. He's going to be absolutely heartbroken when he hears this. Robin is going to be beside himself. He's going to turn to drink. Then he's going to crash and die at the wheel. Oh, the wheels are coming off. The wheels are falling off. Where's Hulk Hogan when you need him? Oh. Oh. This is like a bullet to the chest. Oh. This is gonna die on me. Nobody else is tired. Nobody else is tired. It's just the ones that have got the red thing. Assault with an offensive weapon. I think, who went to this? Who went to this job? The van is empty, but the engine is still warm. Guess there's no barbecue then. Oh dear. Ambush. Flipping hell, man. Flipping hell. Robbins comes back to the station to the news that don't know how to break this to you, but Bucky's dead. Armed robbery. He refuses to go. He's refusing to go to the job. I'm not going! I'm not going! What do you mean he's dead? No! I refuse! Okay, it's okay. It's okay, Robbins. It's okay. Just calm down. Just calm down. Just calm. Civilian's dead. I don't give a crap! Oh. 3 new frames. That might be enough for the investigation. Wait a minute. 3 new frames. Wait a second. Okay, so hit and run. I'm in a state of shock here. Bear with me. Do we have enough frames for the hit and run, people? Do we have enough frames? Dead. Ooh. Was it a car? Or was it a truck? We've only got enough frames for the truck, not the car. So if it's probably a truck that knocked him down. Do. Oh, squish. Drive. Toodaloo. Toodle pip. No. So there's a car there. I'm just trying to guess this. Right, Mr. Pazzi sometimes likes to walk the city at night. I had just taken him out after a long business dinner. We pulled up to the park near the monument, and I didn't notice anything suspicious, although there was a grey truck that didn't have any license plate. It followed us into the park from the restaurant, but then it turned off somewhere. So it's not the car, right? It can't be the car. Mr. Pazzi died immediately on impact. The heavy vehicle struck him at high speed. The bruises on his body showed traces of a grill. So you might be looking for a jeep or a truck. Could be a jeep. A grey truck. You might call that a truck. So, I'm looking for soft tissue contained fragments of a wind shield. So it appears that the blow was strong enough to throw his body into the air and through the wind shield and grey paint. So it's not a big truck then. He's flown into the air. So he's been hit. So car, walking, car, thrown up onto car, hit by car. Could be that one. Walking. Let's keep going. I run in the park at night. Tonight I heard the roar of a motorcycle, so I went to check it out. I thought it was bikers. I saw the road was empty. I saw a body as I got the police. Motorcycle. Motorcycle tyre track, shattered glass were found at the crime scene. And a group of bikers behind them. You can make a great tree with a cracked windshield. So the car's following him. He then steps out, gets hit. There we go. Woo! Henry Sand, the mafia lieutenant of the Sand family. No way. No way. Are we going for the Sandman? Take the SWAT boys. We're going for the Mr. Are we going for Mr. Sandman? Mr. Sandman. Robbins is not a happy bunny, remember. He's very angry. Very angry right now. Emotional. Bring me a dream. Bring me Henry Sand. Henryton Run report. Offender caught. Oh hell. Is there going to be a backlash to this? Maybe. We shall find out together. Okay, let us end the day, please. Please, just end this day. This is a very dark day. 3 officers dead. 3 staff members dead. The best officer we've ever had, arguably. The most annoying, but the best. This long-established member of the team, part of the dynamic duo, gone. A typical detective from the movies with his little hat on, gone. Holy sh... Declare dead. Honour that man, a fine detective. Honour this man, a fine officer. And an officer who many of his own team didn't like him, but one cannot argue with his record. Honour this man. Oh hell. Purdy dies in a car crash. The game is getting turned off, folks. Yeah? Game gone.
Impressive recovery, Mr. Boyd. I'm still not happy about how soon you're back to work. Well, not happy as your doctor. As a resident of Freeburg, I'm immensely grateful for it.
Really?
Just don't tell anyone, or they'll pull my license.
Well, thank you again for coming to see me at night.
Oh, well, whatever you need, Mr. Boyd. Any doctor in this town would come running any hour, day or night, you can believe me. You're not suffering from headaches. It says here that you are taking painkillers after a back injury. But the prescribed dose is enough to...
Dr. Kraczynski, you trust me?
And, sorry?
Do you trust me?
In what way, Mr. Boyd?
You think I'm an honest and reasonable man, Doctor?
You're joking, Mr. Boyd. Thanks to you, my wife finally agreed to buy a house here, and we've decided to have children. Thanks to you, I'm not afraid to visit my patients at night. I think you are the most honest and reasonable person in the city, Mr. Boyd.
Great. You see, Dr. Kraczynski, I'm an addict.
Ooh.
Mr. Boyd, is...
Well, not a drug addict in the way you might imagine. I'm not some weak-willed junkie. Sometimes I stay clean so long that the tablets stay locked in the barn so long they go past the expiration date. But there are less pleasant stories.
You know what? Let's...
I once took a whole bottle right there in the barn. Passed out in my own vomit. I almost choked. I fought the convulsions, somehow managed to break 4 ribs. For 2 weeks, my chest was so sore I wanted to die. But for those 2 weeks, I kept swallowing pills. Couldn't stop.
If you want, I could...
I once took a dose right before a party at home. My wife Laura had some old friends over from college. I didn't take that many, maybe 5 or 6 pills, but it felt like I'd taken a few hundred. I passed out while I was carrying a tray of drinks. On the way down, I knocked over a set of Laura's scented candles. The house almost burned down. The repairs took a good chunk from our savings.
Mr. Boyd, if you'll allow me, I just...
As you can see, Doctor, I'm well aware of the seriousness of the situation and the possible consequences. But sometimes I need the pills. I don't use the word lightly. Sometimes I've got to work on cases with more energy than I've got. I can't do it without them. And I know you want me doing my job. So tomorrow I want you to come here and bring me some tablets. Lots of tablets. 10 bottles. No, better 15. Yeah, 15 bottles. The next 3 months are going to be extremely difficult, Doc.
I would like to discuss your...
You'll bring the pills, Doctor?
Yes, Mr. Boyd. Yes.
Very good. Look, I don't want to trouble you any further. I bet your family doesn't like you running away with me at night. I bet they'd rather I was still in that coma.
Day 60. 1/3 of the way through. Kevin Paulson prepared to take helm at FPD. Mayor Rogers supports Kevin Paulson as next police chief. Kevin Paulson. Screw Kevin Paulson. I'm too tired. No. I was up all night reading an exciting detective story called The Last Temptation of Neptune. I didn't have time to get to the ending. Can I read the book? No, you flipping well can't. I'm too tired. No. I'm too tired. No. I'm too tired. No. I'm too... No. No. Purdy? Yes. Go home, Purdy. For your own safety. Go home. One bar of energy is surely enough, right? It's not red. No! Stop it! Put some music on. Shut up. Put music on. Fire in the brain. Blues for Mr. T, sucker. Great music to die to. Do, do, do. Henry Sand turned out to be a gang member of the Sands. What a shock. He could help you take them down if you make him an informant. Oh hell, the very same Sands that were blackmailing me, threatening to do harm to my daughter, forcing me to run errands for them like I'm some kind of stooge. Yes, hell will take them down. Oh yeah. Christopher Sand. Chief, the suspect is denying everything. If we want to get this guy's boss, we'll have to loosen his tongue. Oh hell. Oh hellfire. Oh hell. Loosen that man's tongue. And if he doesn't talk, Tell him I've got an officer just in mind for the job. Jack, now that you've started looking into members of the Mafia, you have to be careful. If they find out about this, you're dead. The worse your relationship with the Mafia, the more likely they'll start to suspect something's wrong. Interrogate? Oh, hell. Should we interrogate him? I'm assuming so. We've got to interrogate him, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. We have prepared a profile on the suspect. The information we have gathered will help you identify his weak points and use them during the interrogation. When asking questions, be careful. If you screw up too many times, the suspect will likely refuse to cooperate, and then we'll have to either give up or resort to extreme measures. Oh hell, come on. Come on. Gotta use my nous now. This is not about officers on the street, this is the police chief now. Henry Sand, 50-year-old male, born with a defective heart valve. Avoid any strong physical exertion. Interesting. Henry Sand wanted to be a football player and was doing well on the school team, but a weak heart prevented him from playing football on a professional level. Sports taught Henry how to endure physical pain. He never cared much for his studies, but family connections got him into college. And it was there that he met his future wife. They had a daughter, Mary Ann, and Henry started working for the Sands parking garage. One day he fell asleep at the wheel and flew off the road into the river and nearly drowned his wife and daughter. From the severe stress of this experience, he developed aquaphobia. At 41, Henry Sand was initiated into the family business and started managing the transportation side of the Sand Mafia organisation. His daughter is a successful ballerina, and Henry likes to talk about her talent. When he was 49, he suffered a heart attack and was briefly declared clinically dead. He now has a pacemaker in his chest. His medical bills have driven him into debt. He always thought the family wasn't paying him enough, but unlike some people he could name, he never goes behind the boss's back or skims off the top. So, he has got a weak heart, he's got a pacemaker, he's got aquaphobia, he's frightened of water, he's can endure physical pain, he likes his daughter very much. His daughter is a successful ballerina and Henry likes to talk about her talent, so he dotes on his daughter. He's got a phobia of water. These are his weaknesses, and he's got a defective heart valve. But there's no point of threatening him with physical pain because he can endure physical pain. Right, I think we've got this. But also there's a money side as well. He won't go behind the boss's back or skim off the top, but he has got medical bills to pay. Maybe open to a bribe? Could be bribed, can't be beaten up. Could threaten his daughter. Threaten him with some Chinese water torture. Yeah. I know you work for the Mafia. Help me or I'll put you behind bars for the rest of your life. Is that going to work? Doubt it. John Parsley was a scumbag and deserved to die. Getting on his good side or going straight in to comment on the daughter. Oh, we can actually check his profile whilst we, oh, I know his profile now. I know his profile. Build rapport? Build rapport? He's a scumbag. Doesn't say anything about rapport building, does it? Doesn't say anything about who he's trustworthy. A big heart prevented him from playing, met his future wife, daughter, nearly drowned, acrophobia, blah blah blah, medical bills. Build rapport. Build rapport. I'll build rapport first. I don't know who he is. I want to talk to my lawyer. Really? Okay. You're going to play that silly game with me, are you? Well, it just so happened I was at the same showing of Gazelle. Madame Gazelle, Giselle. Bit of a looker, isn't she? Eh? No wonder that man had his wicked way with her. Yes, my wife and I are very proud of Mary Ann. Pay for her medical bills. It's not her medical bills, it's his medical bills. Ooh, interesting. It definitely wasn't her medical bills, it was his. Henry Sand's medical bills, right, okay. And he doesn't skim. And they know that. They must know that, right? Never goes behind the boss's back. So none of these make sense. Interesting theory. Should write books. So I should. Damn, he won't spit out a confession. Now he can either ditch the case or forget the rule book and beat the truth out of him. Jack, that second option could end very badly. Oh. God damn it! He can't. Can we torture him with water? Do we get an option to torture him with water? Oh, we can choose! Oh, remember about the profile, Jack. Take some time to learn the bastard and you'll know exactly where to press. Don't forget that you have to break his will, not his body. If you screw up, we will try to resuscitate him, but be prepared the next time he might not wake up. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Waterboarding. That works really. Is that his will? What's this? What did he say? Toolbox, physical torture, battery, electric shock. That might do his pacemaker in. But that's too risky, too risky. More water torture. Talk, damn it, talk! Talk, hell, talk! I hereby swear that George Sand stole some antique guns and pocketed the money that the Sand family allocated for their purchase. George Sand stole some antique guns. Okay, good. George Sands. Start to investigate. Right, we want the big wigs here. Moley, you're on the case. I want a full team of officers on this job. Well, near enough. That'll do for now. Request. Hey! Frank Drebin, that'll have to do for now. That'll have to do. Hire for shift B. Come on down, Drebby. Dribby. We need more cops. They're not great, but we just need more cops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Shift A. How many slots we got here? James Wilkinson. Yeah, 2 more will do for now. Okay. My SWAT team will be looking pretty good. And we've got another raise. Okay, we're off and running.
Work testing in progress.
Oh boy, this is going to be a long, long, long day. A long day ahead. Oh my god. White Russian! Horrible weather. Okay, so we have homicide in the ghetto. Two teenagers were sitting on some steps and smoking. A black man approached and asked for a cigarette. Go ask somebody else, monkey. The adolescents responded. The man grew enraged, quickly pulled out a knife and drove it into the chest of one of the teens. According to the other teenager, who managed to escape, then he took a cigarette, quietly sat down and started smoking. I'd say he got what he deserved, really. Barbecue, maybe. Right, Mixon is full of beans. Look at her, she's ready to rock and roll. He's all mixy. Cheeky Mix. Good old Lippy Lou. And Officer Asano on the case. Let's have a look. Barbie. A rape in the residential area. Theft investigation has started. Like a strangled cat.
412 in progress.
Gonna have to be 3 and 2. Ooh, but a rape. Morris Queen heard from a neighbouring apartment a panicked female voice cry out, "Help! I'm being raped!" And according to him, all was quiet for a few seconds, and I heard something about laundry detergent and bleach, and then some music started playing. Could be a false call, that. Assault. Electric Jason Pruitt was conducting a regular inspection at the transformer substation and found a dirty hair bum who pounced on him like a wild bear. The homeless man bit him pretty severely, ripping a piece of flesh from his hand. Holy cow. Right. Yancey and Austin and Grant. Take Spain and Sappy, because this could be a fake call. 2 should be enough. Lippy! Lazy Lippy's got a comeuppance. Mixon's the new recruit. Made a fatal blunder. Asano tried to get her to Hull Station. She didn't listen to the instruction and waded on in, got shot dead. Asano was still behind the police cruiser. You can't teach some people. You cannot teach it. Lippy should have known better, but she was trying too hard to impress. All this time, Purdy has been at her and popped you before, at her, you're lazy, you don't do enough, you don't do enough jobs, you don't do this, you don't do that. And she tried to play the hero, trying to take her chance to shine, and ended up dead. Reckless. Asano, though, survived and caught the offender. Like it's just bread and butter stuff. How come I'm alive and you other people are bloody dead because you don't flipping think? But we can't be angry with them, they're dead. It's very, very unfortunate. Oh, this is horrible. This is horrible. This is horrible.
113
Carjacking in the city centre. Right. There's nobody free at the minute. Just Asano. Assault at the transformer vault. Assault at the transformer. Jason Pruitt has lost consciousness and he's shaking and convulsing on the ground. There's foam coming out of his mouth. Call the exorcist. Keep his head elevated and his airway clear. Call an ambulance. You've got to try first aid, haven't you? The homeless man is still hiding in the transformer structure. The entrance is smeared with blood. Who's gone to this? I've forgotten. I think it's Yancey and Austin, maybe? Shoot out the fuse, run inside, it'll be dark. Kind of risky. Knock on the door and step to the side. Open the door. Yeah. False alarm. Open the door. Hopefully, step to one side, he'll come rushing out. Trip over his own feet.
412A.
Oh my god! Christopher, good night! Oh my god! What is going on?
611 complete.
Carjacking. I don't have enough cops. City Hall. They're all dead. Thank you very much. I'm not sending one officer to a job.
113B complete.
Oh, Grant, man. She was our mafia officer. This has been absolutely horrific. Half of Yancey's angels are, well, not quite half, but almost half of them are dying, are dead.
311.
Look what happened. I can't play music at a time like this. What the hell's going on? Is there a sad song? Whiskey tinged. Yeah, turn to the drink. In such dark times, turn to the alcohol. Massive fight. Massive fight. Well, you know what? The whole team can go down fighting. The whole team can go down in a blaze of glory. Dozen homeless people sifting through a landfill for valuables came across a case with a combination lock. While they were deciding how to split the contents, the group began to fight with knives. Oh no, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Can you imagine if Purdy is the last woman standing? Yeah, Purdy, have the day off. And then she comes back to briefing on her own. She's like, where's everybody else? Oh, they all died. Without your stern leadership there and your battle prowess, there's nobody to guide them. Oh, thank heavens, thank the heavens, thank the heavens. Oh, just get everybody back safe today, please. Come on, time, tick away. Tick away. Attempted carjacking, we can't make it. Can't make it.
113A complete.
Crime in progress, right. Best 3 officers on the case. Best 3 officers on the case. False alarm.
311A in progress.
King nightclub. Not sending 2. She's not doing it. Too tired. Drug sales. Is this enough frames? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cannot be. Possibly enough frames. Can't be. Nah, surely not. A fight at the nightclub. Can't do it. Public indecency. A man is standing outside the window, pressing his nose against a glass and touching himself under his coat. Ugh. Join the guy. What? No. It's been a long, hard shift. Members have fallen. They've even they've heard about the other shift, losing officers as well. It's it's one big family at the end of the day, and the anger is growing and building. The recklessness is creeping in. Grab the man by the arm. Throw him in the car, the dirty swine, and don't argue with me.
311A complete.
Ooh. I don't think we're going to be getting our upgrades the next time we ask somehow. I really don't. Oh, please end this day. End this day. Declare this woman dead. She has been with us from the start. She's run the mafia jobs without question. Never ratted on us. Did as she was asked. Sad day. Lippy, lazy Lippy. Tried to pull a finger out, but took one too many risks to try to impress. And Mixon, the vixen. Didn't know her. New to the team and dead. Yancy. Your angels, man. Where are they?
Mr. Boyd, I'm going home. Do you need anything?
More cops, please.
Oh, no, don't go. I need to talk to you. I won't keep you long. I just need to make one phone call and I'll be right out, okay?
Of course, Mr. Boyd.
Do you know what time it is?
I didn't mean, well, maybe I did. Guess I'm a son of a bitch.
Jack? Good Lord, Jack, I wanted to talk to you. Was wondering if you'd call. How do you feel?
I'm good, Mrs. Markham. Better than ever. The back pain is gone, the insomnia is gone, my hair is growing back, and my pathological indecisiveness seems to have run off somewhere.
Jack, if you think I had anything to do with that...
I'll waste no more time trying to think, Mrs. Markham. Every second counts. There's a lot to do. And one of those things is finding Laura.
Jack, your tone is scaring me.
Good. Turns out I have a knack for that. Scaring people. So, Mrs. Markham, I'm gonna look for my wife, and if you somehow get in my way, I'll send a special squad to your house.
Yeah, love.
First they'll throw your dog in the fire, then they'll arrest you for prostitution.
What? What the heck? Prostitution?
Sometimes it's necessary to invent charges. It's not like I can arrest you for being an unbearable bitch. Emma, I need a detective.
Of course, Mr. Boyd.
Some officers as well?
No, not one of ours. A private detective.
Oh.
I know that when your father stole your mother's jewelry and left her, you hired a private investigator. You didn't go to the police.
You know, Mr. Boyd, it was a family problem, and we felt that it would...
I understand perfectly, Emma. You don't need to explain anything. I'm in a similar situation. As you might have heard, my wife left the house. She's missing, you could say.
I'm not sure what you're...
I know you've heard all about it. I want her found, but I don't want the department involved. Same reason you didn't. So I decided to hire your private detective. Think you can arrange it?
Oh, of course, Mr. Boyd. I'll call him and arrange everything. And don't worry, he'll keep it a secret.
Fine. What do you need from me?
Well, just gather all the information that might be useful and put it in an envelope, bring it to me, and I'll take it to him.
Good. Okay, take the day off tomorrow and get a good night's sleep. The day after tomorrow, I'll have that envelope for you.
Okay, things are picking up here, man. Crocodile found in inner city river. Farmer claims government poison harvest, and projectionist accidentally plays porn. That's the last picture show. Charlene, I think I'm going to look into it. I don't know anything about the second game. See how I feel after I finish the first one. I mean, this is I'm in a state of pain right now. You know, to put myself through this again. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes, you're drunk. Yes, you're tired. Yes, you're drunk. No. No. Right, these aren't going up very quickly. I have to manage this situation, which is going to be very painful. Painful indeed, but we'll get there. A couple of Barbies. Should be alright. We got Hulk Hogan on the scene. You know what I mean? As long as the Hulkster's here, everything's going to be fine. What more can we say about that? Anyway, I'm actually going to call a close to the session here because I'm stressed now. Got a couple of things to do before I go to bed. And, you know, it's been a very, very, very emotional end to the session because I'm horrified. We've lost a lot of officers here. We're going to have to drag these new recruits back up again to the upper echelons. We've still got some people that can guide them. I mean, look at Birchie. He's still there now. He's now the second most experienced officer. He's going to have to drag some of these people up. Percy's here. Percy is thankfully a bit more proficient than he was when he first came, but it's going to be an uphill battle. An uphill battle. Samadhi's missing in action. Presumed dead. Maybe he went to Tibet to be with Kotri. I don't know. But he's gone. So, yeah, we'll have to wait until the next stream, which, to be honest with you, I don't know what it's going to be because I'm having a barbecue on Saturday, so I'm busy. Friday, I'm going to be busy preparing for the barbecue and doing some shopping and other little bits, so I can't do Friday. So it's probably going to be next Tuesday for the next stream. But, yeah, when we return, we'll have to drag this team back up to standard, and hopefully we won't lose too many more officers because it's very bad indeed. Whew. Yes, enjoy the rest of your week anyway. And yeah, if anybody sees Samadhi on the travels, let me know. Right, anyway, until next time, see you soon.